Welcome back, everybody. AntDog's log 202109.27. Just another practice video. Probably going to be the last one. Sorry I haven't made one in a while. I've actually been busy setting up for the first real project that I'm going to do in front of you guys. I'm pretty excited about it. So I've been very busy doing that, so I haven't made a practice video in a while for you guys, but I do need to work out a few bugs in what I'm doing. So here's another practice video. Speaking of practice video, I picked out this tank and these parts just so I would have some content to use to learn how to video edit it and use the editor on the computer and whatnot. So yeah, I just picked out some stuff I thought was fun. And so I picked out this tank. I just want to say it again. If someone was really interested in printing this tank, go to YouTube, Alan Kloss, AK Alan Kloss. But on YouTube, that's his tank. Check it out. It doesn't obviously print this big. I increased it 70% because I was going to put the big batteries and stuff because I wanted to use it to play with the Nvidia. I wanted to play with the Nvidia and check its capabilities, line following, object detection, computer vision, and all that kind of fun stuff that the Nvidia here does. But that was a lot of fun, so that was cool. Learned how to make videos, played with the Nvidia Nano quite a bit. Yeah, I scaled this up 70%. This is a lot bigger than how it would print if you downloaded it from Alan. But all I did was, besides the 70%, is if you take a look here, those black deals in the middle of the wheels where the bearings are just some bushings that I made. I actually just used the same 608 bearings that his plans did because plenty of strength there. So I just made the bushings to put the 70% bigger wheel on there. But yeah, that's his deal there. The little bot here, this guy, the bottom is Subi, so you can check that out like on Thingiverse or whatnot. And the head was a little Timmy. But again, it's just stuff I downloaded, so I could learn how to do this video stuff. But I'm very excited. I have two big projects planned. One is actually going to be with the Nvidia and some of the fun stuff that we did with that, the line detection, object following, and stuff like that. I'll give you a better look at it. And yeah, we're going to do some fun stuff. I got a project I think will help me on a daily basis. An object detection and object following project I think will be kind of fun. First up, I have an Arduino project. It's pretty much a scrapyard, steampunk, project literally built out of the scrapyards around me. It's going to be actually Arduino based. So take a look at this guy. There's an Arduino Mega in here, and I'm probably going to use an Arduino Mega for the steampunk project. I'm going to talk about that more in the next video. Really excited, but I've been setting up and working a lot on getting that ready to do, and so these practice videos haven't been done in a while. So here we go. I want to for this practice video, I'm just going to pretend for the most part to put this tank back together in front of you. Basically putting all the electronics and the bot back on it and get it booted up and on. And so yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. First step to finishing the side rails is, the tank, are these side rails. We got to put these on. They were originally put on here for a cool cover, but I like them because I got these cool little brackets so we can put the robot on. And so that's the next step to getting her done. Okay, good enough. Alright, next thing I got to do is we got to shovel all of the electronics, because I've kind of wired it all together, onto this guy. That way we can mount the robot on. Yeah, to carefully cram it in here. And she's flat. Okay, you guys see that up there? There it is. And then next, get this guy mounted down. And the tank bot will have its bot again. Yeah, what do you guys think? Okay. Now for the fun part, getting my fingers in here with these washers and these nuts. The magic tool out. Gonna start. Turn around so you guys can see what's going on here. Okay. Thank goodness for ratchets. Okay, there she is. Take a look, let me give it a spin. And then we got a servo here. You guys can see that. Got this guy. This red gear spins. Give you guys a close-up look of it. That red gear right there on the top. And then there's a servo down below. And then when that turns, makes the robot spin. Yeah, give you guys a look from this angle. Yeah. And I can tilt his head down or up, and then some arms. And then give you guys a top view. Here's where the Arduino Mega is. It actually slides up in there farther than the batteries are gonna go, but the next step is we gotta get these two stepper motors. These two stepper motors got to get mounted, one on each side to power the tracks. Yeah, they're not really the right type of motors, but I was just finding stuff off my shelf to get this thing going, just to make some practice videos. So you'd probably want to just use DC motors or something like that. The steppers are quite loud and kind of unnecessary, but it's kind of cool. You can count your steps and retrace stuff, I guess, if you wanted to, but you could also do that with a DC motor, just with an encoder or whatever. But yeah, so next step is I'm going to get these motors mounted for you guys. I wanted to save you guys most of the boring stuff, but now there's both stepper motors mounted. That one will drive the right track and left track. Yeah, not really the ideal motors to use for this, but I was just grabbing stuff off the shelf just so I'd have something to make in front of you guys, learn how to do this. Alright, here's the mounting pattern on the other side. Let's see if I can get you guys a good shot in there. Oh, there it is. This bolt there is an Allen on the bottom. And it's hard to see in a bolt in there. It just goes through and it holds those stepper brackets I made in there. Little mounts. Pretty much just solid ABS. And it holds it into the slots, and then I can pull it back and tighten the band. But yeah, I want to show you guys. We got the motors in there now. You guys can see them spinning around for this one too. Okay, we'll put the lid on it. Okay. So yeah, so now we got the electrical box. In there we got both of the stepper motors are mounted. We're looking pretty good here. Yeah. We got this pocket right here. If you take a look here, that's where the batteries are going to sit. And then the electrical box is up here, and then the Nvidia is going to sit in front. Before we put the batteries in, I want to show you guys this charger. Check it out. It's just a standard like you'd see on a power chair or something like that. I figured it'd be really easy because the chargers are all over the place and easy to get a hold of. And this is just the 2-prong version. But yeah, so I went ahead and did the power chair thing. I got it right here. Pull this wire through. And there it is. And then it's got the 4 screws. I'm going to spin it around so you guys can see. There that guy is right there. Just pull the cap off and, you know, plug the charger in. Give you guys a look up here. So that's how that goes. But yeah, so that's going to be the charging circuit. I'm going to keep this over here with the other connection that goes to the batteries. Is there. Okay, now that we got that in for the most part, we can go ahead and set in the batteries. I'm just using these because I have them extra, some jet ski batteries. These are just 12 volt deals. We're running 24 volts, so I'm running 2 of these. And, yeah, so let's get these in there now. Scoot the electrical box all the way up. There we go. And number 2, so you got the full 24 volts. And then I put a pigtail right here between these 2 terminals, if you guys can see. And then we get the 24 volts over here on this side. We run it to, as I showed you guys earlier in the earlier video, I run into a power protector. In case I don't charge it or forget to charge it, it'll shut itself down before it starts, excuse me, wrecking the electronics and whatnot. So yeah, there's the 2 batteries on. You guys saw the charger. I'll have to screw it on later. I won't bore you guys with that. And yeah, so the next step, check it out. We got the Nvidia. And in the back of the Nvidia, I went ahead and mounted the stepper driver just because it looks kind of cool where it sits. Pull the antennas out of the way. Give you guys a better look. This is basically a piece of stainless. And this cord here, USB, power, 2 USBs, power, and then some serial bus, excuse me, SPI bus wires here. So we can give you guys a look at those. There those guys are. And so they all plug together on the bottom of the Nvidia here, the Nano. And then it sits down. There. Right there. There it is. Get the antennas up where they stick out, and yeah. So you got the two Wi-Fi. And stick up. Turn this guy back over here. Yeah. And she's obviously very heavy. These batteries don't mess around, but surprisingly it moves around pretty good. Yeah, you know, my intention with this was just to have something to build in front of the camera with you guys and test some fun equipment. We played with the Nano on this one and object detected and line followed and tracked things and computer vision. It was a lot of fun. Definitely going to do, you know, something like this again. Obviously it'll be my own project, not just some stuff I downloaded, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I went ahead. I haven't hooked them up yet, but let me show you guys these. These are the little ultrasonic sensors. Okay, and they would hook to the actual the Arduino Mega, and then they would actually detect objects in front of it. So take a look here. Alright, so basically what you're going to get is it's going to shoot its little ultrasonic sensors out, or signals out, and then it bounces off of things, and it kind of, you know, it can spin around in circles and make a map of itself, or make a map of its surroundings and where objects are to not hit, or if it gets too close to something, it can go, hey, there's something there, and stop it. And yeah, so that was kind of cool. Played with all kinds of different technologies with it, so we're definitely going to do, I'm definitely going to do some more with Nvidia Nano and computer vision and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. But there's the tank for the most part built. Yeah, that's just a practice video, so I just wanted to show you guys. I was considering, you know, making it a follow me little tank droid that would maybe follow me around using the tracking. And as it's tracking, it'll have a second camera on an arm here. I got these. These are from, you guys can YouTube Paul Gould. I don't know how he pronounces his name, but you can YouTube him. This is one of his arms. I was considering it going right here. And then it would have a secondary camera on it. And yeah, I could just use some AI and some computer vision to kind of move around an object and film it. Yeah, it's been done, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. You know, learn different aspects of doing that. But yeah, you know, maybe for future videos, future practice videos, excuse me, I don't know. But yeah, I tried different views of the camera to see how it would go. I know some of it's going to look really bad. Hopefully some of it looks kind of good. And yeah, thank you for watching the practice videos. I know they're pretty boring. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just learning as I go. But you know, if you think it's on a good path, yeah, hit the like button down there, subscribe. You know, tell me what you think. Thank you.